start of the second semester marks the return of interim term and senior outreach.
And the winter play rehearsals are completed in preparation for opening night of Eurydice. Hello and welcome to KEHS. I'm Braylon Thompson.
And I'm Jax Mernucci. Thanks for joining us on this edition of KnightVision News. As the first semester comes to an end, interim term plans are in the works. An exciting time post-Christmas break to start the new year with a variety of academic pursuits not always taught on high school campuses. While the underclassmen have been making their choices for classes along with the grade level learning offering, the seniors are also getting ready for their outreach experience. Letting us know more about this unique 2 weeks is reporter Jack McKinney.
Interim term is 2 special weeks during the middle of January where students have the ability to choose 2 fun classes they want to take, as well as a grade level course that varies by grade. We haven't had interim term in 2 years, and Mr. Clack reintroduced it to us in the theater.
It has also been 2 years since we've had normal interim, and that means it's worth considering the why. Why do we actually have interim?
We asked sophomore Chase McGar what he was looking forward to during interim term this year.
I'm looking forward to Disney with Mr. Lurch and Hollywood 2020 with Mr. Hickey. I am interested in the culture behind Disney and Marvel, and I'm looking forward to learning.
Guys, real quick, by show of hands, freshmen, how many of you have taken an interim term elective at Episcopal High School? Okay, none of you should be raising your hand. Sophomores, how many of you have taken an interim term elective at Episcopal High School? No one should be raising their hand. Juniors, how many of you remember both of your electives from 2 years ago right now?
We also asked junior Makai Wong what he remembered from the interim term he had 2 years ago.
It was pretty interesting. We didn't have it last year due to COVID, but freshman year it was fun. I had 2 very good classes. One was more of a nap time, if I'm going to be honest, but I really enjoyed the 2. We got to discuss a lot with the class, and it was very fun.
For KEHS News, I'm Jack McKinney.
Thank you, Jack. This is my first opportunity for interim term, and I like the way the school eases back into the learning environment.
The second installment of the EHS on-set performances will begin performances tonight in the Underwood Theater. To learn more about the winter play, KEHS reporter Rishabh Sharma took an epic quest in search of the mythological Eurydice.
It's like that.
Go on.
Lots of the strengths of the cast are adaptability. You know, we had lots of changes. We had some last minute changes all the time, and our team we got through it. We got all our lines down. We got all our character stuff down, and we did a really good job. And I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
We asked Mr. Brock what they did to get prepared for the play.
So we had a lot of students audition for Eurydice, and instead of saying, no, you can't be part of Eurydice because there were only 14 roles available in Eurydice, we decided to use the incredible talent these young people have to create a prologue, which is what we called the piece, a prologue. And so Bella Marquez agreed to direct this endeavor. And there were a couple of members of MASC who've had experience writing and performing work. And they came together and they created this sort of prologue, which tells the love story between Hades and Persephone, which is sort of a preamble to the Orpheus and Eurydice story.
We asked freshman Tate Love what he likes most about the cast.
The cast is very friendly and loves to have fun. They're also really great at acting.
We wanted to know what a day of rehearsal looked like.
A day of rehearsal, some of it's a bit screwing around, which our director tries to stop. He's like, no, we need to focus on it. It's a lot of fun getting to know everyone and bonding, and we get a lot of work done, and it's really great.
Mr. Brock gave us a detailed background about the plot of Eurydice.
It's the classic story of Orpheus and Eurydice, about a pair of lovers who marry, and then Eurydice either dies or is murdered, depending on which myth you listen to, and ends up in the underworld, promised to Hades to be his new bride. And then Orpheus decides to descend into the underworld and get her and bring her back. And Hades agrees to let her go with the understanding that Orpheus must not look back while they are leaving the underworld, look back at her. And so the story of Eurydice by Sarah Rule is that story told from the girl's point of view rather than the guy's point of view. And it's fascinating and creepy and very contemporary and fun.
See here.
The winter play Eurydice was great. Thank you to the Knight community for showing out, and I'm Rishabh Sharma for KEHS.
Looks like a great night of theater. Thanks, Rashad.
And when we return, a look at one of many Students of Service projects at EHS.
After a long-awaited period without the hotspot of campus, the cafe is finally back up and running. Whether you want a cinnamon roll, a muffin, a smoothie, or lemonade, they have it all. They're even offering chai tea lattes, new flavors of smoothies such as Nutella and Oreo, and new shaken lemonades. Make sure to stop by the cafe on the way to class. You won't regret it.
Students of Service, or SOS, is the way we can do community service on campus. They have partnered with many organizations around Houston.
Last weekend, the Kids Meals Group went to the Houston Food Bank to help make a difference with hunger in Houston. Here's Olivia Henshaw with the story.
For the last 15 years, Kids Meals has been making and delivering healthy meals to hungry kids. Last week, EHS's SOS team went to the Houston Food Bank and packed up backpacks for kids' meals and sent them to homes of kids.
So I chose this project because I think that hunger is really an important issue in Houston, and I think that we need to find ways, and for me that's doing service projects here to help other people. I would definitely do a project like this again because I think helping our community is so important, and it's just a great way to help and meet new people.
We chose to volunteer at the food bank because it has to do with food, and normally we do kids meals, but we thought we would switch it up and help something else local in Houston. I don't think we have anything planned right now to do another service opportunity, but I think we definitely will in the future just because people seem to like it. So look out for more food bank and kids meals projects.
We wanted to work with the food bank because they serve the hungry in Houston, so it had a similar mission as kids meals. What's great about the food bank is that every dollar that is donated to the food bank is really utilized very efficiently, so that most of that money, instead of going to overhead or administration, goes towards actually feeding people in Houston. Our next project is working at a food fair with CCSC, and we will be distributing food from the food bank to those that are being served. So I think it's a great opportunity for our students to not only work in the warehouse of the food bank, but also see the people that it benefits. We will probably volunteer again at the food bank in the second semester, but we'll also be volunteering with kids meals directly as well.
We're very grateful that EHS's SOS allows us to partner with many great organizations like Kids Meals. We hope to do more projects with them in the future. My name's Olivia Henshaw, signing off for KEHS News.
Wow, it looks like that helped make a lot of people's day. Such a great way to spend part of your weekend.
The food bank is definitely a great way to help the community. Thanks for that report, Olivia.
Coming up next, sports anchor Pierce Barano brings us the results from the 2021 Fall SPC Championships.
Why are people watching KEHS News? Because it's the right thing at the right time. Missed out on what's happening on campus? Find out the latest on Episcopal's only news program. You'll get more video coverage, more in-depth reports, more pillar news, and always to the point. The right news at the right time. You're watching KEHS News.
Fall SBC ended this past weekend. Let's look at how successful the season ended for our Knights. Boys volleyball ended this year in 5th place, led by Ethan Romero, I had a chance to interview this sophomore and ask him what it was like to lead the team as an underclassman.
It was a little disappointing, but I think that we still did good and finished really strong.
On the other side of the net, the girls volleyball team finished 5th place in the SBC rankings, led by senior OU-bound Morgan Perkins, finishing off a great season. Boys cross country had a successful run this year, finishing in the 7th place and led by Sam Marino and his time of 5:26, the fastest 5K on the team. The girls cross country team brought home the title for the first SBC championship in program history, led by Madison Morgan and her 3rd place overall finish. I had a chance to talk to her and understand what it was like on that victorious day in Dallas.
Our biggest motivation was just like trying to get the first title for cross country because we haven't had one yet, and we have like a really good program, but like something's just gotten in the way every year, and we like just finally wanted to win. This sounds bad, but like I kind of expected it because I've been like kind of the top runner on the team all year. So like I kind of expected it, but like I was also like happy when I found out because like I didn't have a bad race.
That's all for EHS Sports. I'm Pierce Barano. Until winter SBC, back to you, Jackson.
The girls cross-country team was so impressive. Fantastic finish, ladies. We applaud you how you represented EHS in Dallas. When we return, Knight athletes declare their college intentions during an early signing event on campus.
Be part of history. Join the EHS academic team, quiz bowl, computer science, current events, journalism, spelling, accounting, computer apps, math, science, ready writing, speech debate, literary criticism, and social studies.
Staying in the athletic pillar, the past Wednesday, November 10th, was a big day for student athletes who plan on continuing their careers in college. Reporter Braden Crow spoke with a couple of those athletes who participated in this year's NCAA National Signing Day.
I'm here at the gym that will soon fill up with the entire school watching our Episcopal athletes that are playing at the next level sign to their colleges. We're going to get some interviews in with them and, you know, sort of give you a tour of them signing and everything. So, yeah.
All right, I'm super excited about Rice. Like, it's a prestigious university, and like, I've been working so hard for this. It's just been my goal for the last 4 years, and so, yeah, really excited about it.
Feels really good right now. Just signed to UTSA. Feel like all my hard work has paid off. I've accomplished my goals. Just getting started. Can't wait to get there and get to work.
Congratulations to all the athletes. Those colleges are getting some remarkable competitors. Well, that's all we have this week on KnightVision News. I'm Braylon Thompson.
And I'm Jackson Renucci. From all of us at KEHS News, thank you for joining us. And go Knights!